Hey, it's a new week, and it's not just a new week, but a beautiful new week. And in this beautiful new week, we'll begin a new series, and we'll consider 5 ways to building strong and resilient children. And in this journey of child coaching, I have met several parents, especially new couples, and that's the intended couples right now. They are still wallowing in that syndrome of I want a male child, I want this, I want that, especially trying to like saying the set of a child they want. And especially when they are going for family planning and all of those things. This thing is very prevalent in Africa and it sucks. Can I shock you? I mean, you that is listening to me, Mr. and Mrs. Bernard. Strong and resilient children does not depend on the sex of the child. Take that in first, because this week I have plenty bullets, plenty in my arsenal to shoot you. Maybe you shall fall like Father Bernard, who knows? I am Maurice Nelson, your host and founder of CHILDish. Let me tell you a true life story. So, a certain couple existed, and they said they kept a commitment between themselves, and they were going to not let any family member interfere in their marriage. Okay, and you know that most this thing is like something that is prevalent in Africa. They needed to keep some measures to make sure that this thing works. Okay, so they kept this measure, and one of the measures they came together to keep was that none of the relations was going to sleep in their house. When they be coming for a visit, for whatsoever they are coming, they will make sure to get an hotel for the person to stay. So that was it. So something happened along the line. The parents of the husband came to visit. So when they came for the visitation, and after everything, they said the husband and the wife they took the parents, okay, to the nearest hotel and lodged them there. They kept to their approach. When they asked them, he said, "No, it's fine with them. That's what they have agreed together." So that aside, that happened. So it was now time for the parents of the wife to now come visiting. So when they came, and then when it was time for them to take them to the hotel, the wife said no. The wife was like, no, that the father and the mother must sleep over at the place. The man was so angry, and then at the end of the day, the man still agreed, and then they came to an agreement and they slept over in their house that night. So what happened? Along the line, they put to bed about 2 boys. Normally in African homes, whenever they put to bed 2 boys like that, 3 boys, they are okay. But the man insisted that he needed a girl child. Who were surprised? Why did he need a girl child? He said he needed a girl child. They were like, okay, maybe it's because he did not have, a girl child. That was why. The man said that's far from that. So when the woman took in, she now put to bed to a bouncy baby girl. The man called the community, celebrated, did a lot of party, celebrated, and everyone was surprised. Everyone was asking him, why did you choose to celebrate this girl child this way? The man gave them this analogy and was like, that women are very self-willed. Whenever they say something, their yes is yes and their no is no. But for the guys, a woman can easily tell you, let's do it this way, and then you fall to it. You see, resilient children aren't the ones that don't cry, or those ones that don't fail, or maybe those kids that are super kids, or Superman or whatsoever, or some sort of superpowers that'll make them the best. No. As African parents will expect us to be. They'll be telling us things like, you have to be strong, you have to do this. But permit me to use my local dialect. My father used to say, man feel for it means that a lion gave birth to you and you look like a goat. You're welcome. I'm an epic, yeah. So I came to tell the incoming parent, that's people watching this now, and already parents, that your child isn't a superhero. He or she will fail. He or she will make mistakes. He or she will make foolish decisions. Expect children to make foolish decisions. They will act sheepishly on a lot of stuff. Resilient children are those children that comes out of the stuff I just mentioned and still wake up each day to continue with life, expecting that things will change. That's resilience. Resilience is in the mind and not in stature, not in wealth, not in material things. So as promised, I'll tell you 5 secrets to build strong and resilient kids. Note, I'll make videos on each of them and explain in-depthly for more understanding. All right, so let's go on. The first way to build strong and resilient kids is this. You need to understand. I need to also teach them about self-image, because if you don't understand, if something you don't understand, you cannot teach another person. Strong self-image shouldn't be underestimated when talking about resilience. When a child knows who he is or who she is, truly, he won't give up easily. Remember, last week we explored on who to blame if a child gives up. One of our subscribers said the blame should be shared 60-40. I'll make reference to that, and I'll drop a link to in the description below, and will clearly tell you that when a child has strong self-image, his parents' contribution to his or her success in life will be reduced, and he will do most of it. So what happens when a child leaves you for one reason or the other? Do you understand? So how would a child fare? Let me ask you a question. If you had known about self-image as a child, wouldn't you pick different colors to paint a true picture of you to the world? I know you will do it because you want a good self-image. Of course, you certainly will. You'll do it. So let's move on. Before Father Bernard will wake up, let's give him another one. So the next one is the second one, that's number 2 now, is this. Understand the concept of mistakes and failure. Are you above mistakes? No. I ask you again. Are you above mistakes? Papa, are you above mistakes? You're not above mistakes. Why do you take it upon yourself to punish your kids for little mistakes? That's our typical African homes. Let me say it. Don't want to hear you come back with anything below the top position in the class. I mean, they just want to have a benchmark. They have this benchmark in their minds for their kids. They say, my child must have this. Who sets the benchmark? That's what I'm asking you. Who sets the benchmark? You see, the concept of mistakes and failure says that no one is above mistakes, and that mistakes and failures are the bricks in which you build your success. Anyone that hasn't made mistakes in life, be afraid of that person. Let's move on. Okay, so the third one is this. Understand and teach them the trampoline concept. That's my best part when coaching children. I tell them this. This concept says, whatever jumps on you, send it back immediately. The way our African parents used to pray in church. I don't know if you remember. I send you back. I send you back. I send you back. Something like that. Whatever jumps on you, do what? Send it back. Have you ever seen a trampoline before? You see when people jump on a trampoline. If you have never jumped on a trampoline before, I'm going to take you there. Make sure your child jumps on a trampoline, because I want to explain this and I want them to understand it. So if your child has not jumped on a trampoline before, set a date. I'll come and carry you there. All right. So understand and teach them the concept of a trampoline. Even if it is Father Bernard, send it back. Today is for Father Bernard. Teach them that they are in charge of their courts. A ball that comes into their court can only stay if they allow it to stay. Is it friends? Is it ideologies? Is it method? Is it lifestyle? Is it addiction? Is it depression? Whatever it is, they only allow it to stay if they want it to stay. All right. So the fourth one is the fourth one now. Oh, the fourth one, not the third one. Understand and teach them about their personality. This is very important. Very important aspect, and this will involve different personality types. Your kids can have 2 to 3 different personality types in one of them. You get, and you need to understand all of this and work with them with this in mind. Try to identify it for them. Gone are those days when parents would want their kids to behave in a certain way. They have a particular line of action they want these kids to take. No, those days are not here again. Like robots, and they finally end up in raising rascals. Yes, that's what happens. How many of us remember those 2 Indian classics, 3 Idiots and Like Stars on Earth? Yeah, by Amir Khan. Yeah, that's his name. Do you want to know about your children's personality? Comment under this one. Comment under. Go now and go and comment, because I'm going to tell you about a lot of it when I make a personalized video for this one. So finally on this, connection. Have a strong connection with your kids individually. Tell them that family is everything. Firstly, teach them that family is everything. Teach them how to socialize with their friends, especially when they need help to solve a particular problem. Problem solving is very important skill and should be practiced in their circle. Yes. For now, I'll let you go. Don't forget, in the description below, you'll find a link to a very important aspect of this channel. I always repeat this because it's a very important aspect of this channel. In that link, there are spaces to fill in the details of your child, ranging from name, sex, address, email, birthday, and a very beautiful picture of him or her. We will be using this information to celebrate them and to keep track of their birthdays, because on this channel, we respect children a lot. That's why we are here. We are here for them, and we want to celebrate them. So it will be so good if you're seeing a YouTube video and they call your child, this is your face. They'll be so happy. I know what triggers them. Yeah, I work with them. All right, so we're going to put it there, and the world is going to celebrate them. And don't forget, remember, every child is special, and every child is a gift. Treat them as one. Thank you. See you in the next video.